What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. All right, guys, we're going to go into Sol 2700. Now, I saw this Facebook page, and I'm going to show you the link and the page as well. And when I seen this, I was very interested in this particular photo. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is it right here, and you can see it's from the Mars Curiosity rover mosaics as well as panoramas and updates. Now, you can find this photo online, but it's like from Reddit and different places. So I chose to get it here. And the reason I did is because it's got the information here on the bottom. You say Curiosity Mars rover. It says green hue, I guess it's called, hue, pediment, right mass cam, Sol 2700, March 11, 2020. And of course it says site/drive 79/588. And of course credit goes to NASA, JPL, Caltech, and Msss. All right. And you can see right here that says 2 of 10 because they have multiple pictures here, right? It's not just this one area, it's the connecting areas as well. But it says another set of these images from Curiosity from Sol 2700. This time looking along the edge of the green hue pediment that really highlights some of the strata of the rocks. I've included some of the single frames and roughly assembled mosaic that provides a wider view of the horizon corrected. There's a slight green cast on the images, which is a result of the way the images were issued or /decoded. Please try to ignore them. The way they're talking about, I don't think it was the way it was issued or decoded. I think it's a manipulation. And when we get into this, you'll see what I'm talking about. But what you're going to find is way down here, you're going to see that there's a lot of manipulation right here in the foreground. A lot more mechanical things. It's not just strata. And there's other things way in the background. You're going to see it looks like things that are peeking out from the actual manipulation. And you're going to see that it's pretty funky. Let's get into that. Here it is right here, and I'm going to show you guys something right here. We're just going to zoom in. They put some of this kind of grid kind of pattern going on here, right? See that? But see the actual squared out areas? If you look closely, you can see the green. This is manipulation. This is stuff that's been hidden and trying to take out of this photo, right? Here's another one. Now, although we got some detail right here, what happened right here down in the bottom? What's that all about? Okay? Here, you can actually see it steps up. I'm just going to zoom into this. Right here. And it's in multiple spots, guys, right? You can see a little bit right here, kind of goes up. And you can see that pretty darn well. What are they hiding here? Look at this mess right here. Perfect example, right? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this step by step. I'm going to bring out this area down here first. Right in here. This whole area. And then we're going to move along to this section here. Okay? Watch this. Let's just jump right into this. Okay. Notice right here, and I'm going to show you this just for reference. Right here. I'll zoom in here a little bit for you. You can see this area right here, and this is just probably the rock or whatever, but notice something right here going like this. Okay. That's there in this photo. See it right here doing this, and it just starts to go like this and off into this manipulation, it's behind it. And of course the manipulation obfuscation is over the top. Well, you can follow it along once you burn the actual parts to it. And it looks like there's something now laying here, right there. Almost like it has these dual openings right here. It looks like it's part of something. I don't know what to make of this thing, or it's just a bunch of mechanical stuff, but you can see right here, it has this weird goofy shit going on, if you will, right? Other parts right here. Not sure what to make of that. See what that looks like on the original. See how, like, you can see right here. And it's funny how they did this. Because you can see how they did it like this. This is the only part right here that's peeking through. Right here. Notice how right here, it's got, when I say some clarity, I actually went too far. It's got some clarity right inside this box. The rest of it, where did the detail go? Where is it at? Nowhere to be found. So if you can, you try to burn out the lines that are in behind this manipulation, right? Now, take note of this. Do you guys see this, what looks like a flat area? Okay, I'm seeing right here. Looks like it's built up. Something's doing this. Comes back down. And I see something that looks like a pipe or something like that right there. You see that? It's going like this here. Kind of looks like it's like another part of something else and going like this. You guys see that? Okay. Let's jump into that and let's go into this more and more. Let me just back up a little bit. All right. Now let's enhance that part. Okay, suddenly now I can see what looks like a bunch of parts. Now just by burning this, you can see this gray area. This is what I mean by we're going to see this really, really good. This is manipulation. And when you start to burn it, what does it do? It starts to show the colors. It literally enhances the color of the manipulation, right? Now you can see these things right here. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit. Check this out. Look at this area, this whatever this thing is right here. You've got this flattened out area right here, as I said. Let me just get rid of those lines. Right here. And you can see these other parts. There's much more in this photo. Suddenly, there's things that are right here. I'm not sure what to make of this little piece right here. It almost looks like a triangular piece. Let me just bring this down just a hair bit. Okay. You can see it looks like this little triangular piece coming like this. I'm going to zoom into this for a second for you guys. And it has this what looks like this little oval piece right here. Right? Right there. Now, let me get into a little bit more. Right here. Check this out. Now, I'm seeing what looks like a bunch of parts of something laying in here. Again, these two items right here. But there's multiple items there, guys. We can see that. Look at that. And like I said, if we were to... Let me just bring this box down here a little bit. This way we can do this right here. Again, I can see that pretty darn good just by looking at this. See this? I can see these things pretty well. But notice the actual manipulation around each of these things. There's a reason for it. They got this grid pattern as well as spot blurring. Why? There's so much in here to see. They don't want you to see it. It's as simple as that. Now, I'm going to back up just a little bit or go to the right and check this out. I can see these things pretty well. Let's keep going. More parts. It looks like there's things that are there. Now, we can't make out too much. Maybe something right there. It looks kind of a little out of place. Not sure what to make of that. It's really not good detail. It's kind of hard to see it, right? Let's go a little bit more. And you can see the different colors. This is there for a reason. This isn't the way the photo's made. This is the way this is actually being manipulated in different spots. Because you can see like greens. My guess is, you can see the browns here. Greens here. My guess is the amount of level of manipulation that's stacked. This is what we're seeing. And the more you try to burn it, the more that color gets enhanced, right? Okay. Now let's go to the front of the photo. Let's have a look at this. All right. Now look at the pieces that are hiding in here. One here. Actually, several pieces right here. Notice how this thing almost has this rectangular piece right here. Very small, but there. And you can see it literally goes like this. There's a shadow of it or an outline underneath this manipulation right here. Okay? See that right there? There's something right there hanging off of this. See it going like this, going like that. And we have what looks like pieces here, some kind of weird part. And of course, you got it divided right here because of the blurring. See that? Burn it, and this is what you get. You can see something going like this. I'm not sure what to make of this stuff. To me, it looks like parts. This right here. And I'm not going to point all of this stuff out, but I'm going to show you the majority of the bigger stuff. And of course, you guys will see a lot more smaller stuff. And of course, this is when you guys can drop your comments and let me know what you guys see. This item right here. What is that? Notice how it has a flat bottom on it right there. Goes up like this. Comes up. There's some kind of features right here. I can't see all of it, but check this out. Clearly, you can see that looks intentionally made right there. And intelligently made. See that? Come on, guys. What is that? And you can see it's kind of like vague right here. Like it's almost transparent, right? Because it just airbrushing or just drawing over the stuff just so you can't see it. There's something right down in here. It almost looks like a 90-degree angle right here. Looks like it goes off to the side. But if you look at this thing really good, it almost looks like there's a dark circle here. And this thing may actually go down into it. I'm not sure. All right. Look at some of these things here. I'm just going to back up just a little bit. Just the objects laying there. Just clearly this doesn't look natural. Not sure what to make of this stuff. Looks like it does this. Guys, I have no idea. Something right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out and give you guys an overall. A little bit. And the amount of stuff you'll find in here is insane, and it's awesome. Because just some of the things you can find in here is like, what? Look at this. What is this? Is it a piece of steel? Is it a root from a tree? Is it something else? Check this part out, this darker piece. See that? Looks like smaller pieces down in the bottom here. If you really look at the smaller pieces down here, just as little things down in the bottom, look at some of the shapes and stuff. Now, is it possible it's part of rock and everything else? Sure. I'm okay with that. But some of the stuff, no way, no how, right? These pieces right here. Zoom right in. So you got to be careful of this. It almost looks like it's compression artifacts, but it's not. This is a grid put over the whole darn photo. You can see it no matter where you look. Here, in the background. It doesn't matter where you look in this photo. So it's not... They pretty much did what they can. If they put a grid on it, it makes it harder for you to see detail. Because it messes with the eyes because you get this cross, pattern everywhere in the photo. And so it almost eliminates, well, not all the way, but it pretty much takes away some of the actual details. And that would be the way I'd do it if I was going to try to hide things. But it doesn't mean that they can fully take out the detail. And clearly you can see that they're hiding this stuff, right? Okay. Let's check out here in the background. This is neat. All right. So I was looking at this here. And the more I got into this photo, it was crazy because up here, let's get into this. Right here. And you can see where this is wild. Right here. This has got detail. But notice something doing this. Okay? Almost has this straight line. You guys see that? Okay, let's enhance that. Find out what's here. Check this out. We have what looks like small pieces in this. Check this piece out right here. It almost looks like it has this piece coming up, going over, like this little hood. But has something almost rounded. Like almost like a knob, like a big knob. But you can see something right here. Not sure what to make of this, guys. Right? And then something else over here. Check this out. Sometimes you find objects in here that in the blur, and you can still bring the stuff out, right? Look at this. This stuff is in fact there. See the details. You can see this pretty well. I can see that. Coming down like this here. See that? All right. What about this area right here? What do you suppose that is? Well, let's find out. Suddenly you can find the details. They are there. Look at this piece in the background. This is pretty neat. On the right-hand side and the background, almost like a really large version of the smaller one down here. You guys see that? Check that out. So we got this piece right here, like this knob piece, and you got this other one right here, where it looks like it's kind of round. It's got that round look. Kind of got that protruding appearance to it, right? And we have, looks like this design around this thing, whatever that is, and then we have this object here. Now, I'm looking at these pieces in here, the details, as well as what looks like this hooded piece with something inside it. And of course, they've done it so well and did their best at blocking out you really can't see a whole lot of it. However, you can look in the back and see some other things right here. It's the whiter pieces, guys, that we want to see, because if the idea is them putting over these manipulations, like, again, here's a good example. This green, okay? This is not an accident or something to do with the photo. This has been manipulated out, and you can see the line, guys. I mean, look at how many times have we seen this. This is funny. But, again, to bring out this stuff is actually pretty darn cool. Now, I looked at this earlier, and I was looking at this here. See this line comes down? Looks like it does. This has this curvature, has this round piece, goes like this, comes up and over, and we can't really make out this all too well. But whatever this stuff is, it seems mechanical to me. It really does. I don't know what to make of it, or what these things may be, but clearly that doesn't look natural. All right, let's look at the background here. Again, nothing here to see, right? Just rocks. That's what people would tell you. But again, I mean, closer inspection. I didn't do anything to this. Watch this. In fact, I'll go to the original. How come we can see half of this has pretty decent detail? When I say that, I mean, it's a JPEG, so it sucks. But now you can see this right here where they kind of took it out. But look at this. Why is it decently clear? All of a sudden, boom, into the blur. Why are we seeing this? Almost looks like it has this piece right here. And then right off into the blur here. You guys see that? I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. We jump over to here. And look at this. Look at this mess. Gotta love it. All right. Let's jump into this more. Okay, again here. And of course, you can see how they went around these so-called rocks. Decent detail. And then when you bring out this right here, look at this. You can see the way this detail here, but all this here is lacking any kind of detail. Detail has been completely redacted or gone over or covered over. But check out this stuff right down here in the bottom. Right here. What is going on with that? Can you guys see that? Look at this. Almost looks like we got like this pipe type thing. You can see it in the background. Going like this. You can literally see the dark line to it. Something going like this here. Looks like it stops here, goes down. But there's other pieces in here. What does it look like? Let's have a look. Now, notice how this thing got a lot bigger after burning around it and then using the dodge tool. You'll see things in there. There's clearly something underneath this manipulation. There's no doubt. And you can see something right here. Again, I'll show you guys this. Right here. I can see it right underneath there. I'm not sure what to make of it, but it's there. And it's under this manipulation. And you can actually see this manipulation a whole lot better, guys. Look at this. See that? Look at the actual areas where it's got some detail. The rest of it, look at it. Now, you can clearly see this. I mean, I can see this right here. Where this piece right here goes like this, goes behind or under this manipulation. Look at this. See the lines to it? Yeah. They're literally taking this stuff out, guys. This was pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen this as soon as I circle that. Right there. Almost looks like it has this weird piece right here. Almost looks like it comes down like this here. It's a Martian camera. They're actually watching their curiosity. No, I'm kidding. But you can see that. Now, this may not have the details we're thinking it has. It's because of this grid pattern all over this photo that may give you these details looking like that. But clearly, whatever this part of this is on the top, that is not. You can see that pretty well. Okay. These objects up here. Now, this is pretty interesting. You guys will like this part because look at this. Again, a little bit of detail. And complete blur. Right there, you can see a little bit of detail. A little piece of it here. But let's burn it, see if we can find the lines and where they go underneath this blur, right? Okay. When I seen this, I said, clearly that's mechanical. Yeah. Whatever that is, other pieces here. You're only going to catch the parts that are like just parts of the white. Now, you can see this right here in the background. Got a little bit of detail here, not too bad. And then the rest of it is complete crap. Like right here. You can see where this, like, this fuzziness is. This is the overlay. And what I do is I burn through it to try to find what this object is or how big it is, right? Now, some people say, well, no, I mean, you're just burning certain areas. No, because the darker areas, let's say for argument's sake, right here. All right, this is a darker area, okay? But this, I'm just going to draw an outline. Doesn't matter how big it is or what, if I'm accurate on the shape. Okay, but for some reason, all of the darker areas around it, you're going to enhance with the burn tool. The whiter part is going to stay white because it's not dark. Now, you got to be careful you don't use a whole lot of burn tool, and then you'll bring this thing out, and there you go. So the darker areas around the lighter pieces is what's going to make the white piece pop out, if you know what I mean. This item right here. Now, some of these things may be rocks, and I'm all for that. Look at this. Whatever this thing is right here, you can see something going like this. Clearly, there's some kind of detail or something on this thing. Just back up just a little bit. Just bits and pieces and blur and garbage. All right. Now, let's go to the black plate on this. And you can see these objects still okay. See that? The objects are there. They're being redacted out of the photo. Detail, no detail. We just jump down here. Now, the idea of doing black plating sometimes, most of the time for me, is to actually show in a little bit more detail where the blurring is. And clearly they're hiding stuff here. What would be the point? You know, a lot of people ask me that, oh, you know, why would they show some things and not show other things? I don't know. Call them up and ask them. The whole point is you can clearly see them manipulating these photos. There's no doubt in my mind. And it should be no doubt in anybody's mind, guys. Here it is. Look at the line. It's almost completely straight right across. There you go. Not even sure what to make of this either. That right there. It looks like there's two pieces coming up, or it's one piece, one of the two, coming off this other object. Clearly there's something there. Now, I also thought this was pretty wild when I showed you this piece earlier, is that when you look at this here, you can see what looks like a part of something they did not take out. See that right there? It's literally going like this. You can see the narrow piece coming down. It's literally doing that. You can see what looks like 3/4 of a circle right there. Guys, see that? There's something there they didn't take out right here. Right there. Yep. I just noticed that too. Looks like a little pipe or something sticking out of the top of this. This piece right here, I just noticed before I even get off this. Check this out. You can see something here without even really enhancing this right there. What looks like it has this rectangular piece with holes in it. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4. What looks like it has a round circle here. Almost looks like a front of a ship type thing. See that? That's pretty interesting. All right, guys. Tell me what you've seen in here. Besides what I showed you guys, what else did you see? Drop your comments and thoughts below. I'm seeing a whole lot of stuff in here, guys. This video would have been super, super long had I gone over every one of them. But I like the idea that you guys actually pull these things apart and you have your own look. Now, let me show you this photo one more time so you guys can actually download this, okay? Right here at the very lower, right here, you can see my cursor. Right here down at the bottom, it says Options. You can download this photo right to your own computer and have a look. And yes, this is credited. It is NASA JPL. This is not some BS photo. Here it is. Here's a raw photo. Have a good look at it. Tell me what you guys think. Anyway, guys, like I said, drop your comments below. Let me know what you see. If you guys haven't got any of your merch yet, jump over to there. I'll drop a link down in the bottom. Get your sweatshirts, your tees. It's getting warmer out. Yeehaw for that. Thank you, spring. If it can only stop raining, it'd be fantastic. So again, everybody who's been supporting the channel, whether it's buying the merch, you know, with this monetary, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. And guys, by the way, I've got another Mars one coming up real soon, back to back with this one, as well as a one on Titan. Not so much anomalous, but just questions about it, right? So stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.